Hi everyone, this is Wani and welcome to Wani's house. Today I just wanted to chat. If you saw my last video of my Pure Imports, it was like the harvest party. I went about 2 weeks ago, I think, and the video and the actual event was amazing, guys. And the footage that I had, I tried to upload it, and I thought I had actually uploaded, and as you see, it cut off. But in the midst of that, when I realized that it all did not capture during the exporting process, the day before my purse was stolen. And I'm gonna tell you how it all happened really quickly. So I was on my way to the bank and I had to get some money out the bank, and I normally, where I had to go, I wasn't sure if I could write a check to pay for my niece's after school care. This was my first week paying it, and so I wouldn't take any chances. I decided to go to my bank near me. I've never had any problem over there. I've always felt very safe. Nothing ever happens there in this area. And so when I pulled up in front of the bank, the first row of parking spaces in front of the bank, I pulled up to next to this blue Camaro, and when I pulled up, I looked over and I noticed that the windows were shattered. Well, one window was shattered. And so, you know, I kind of concentrated on it. I actually was really fixated on it for a minute. And, you know, the first thing I was like, well, I wonder if it's a man's car and this is something that happened somewhere else, and, you know, maybe a female broke out this window or whatever. But when I got out the car, I saw that there was glass all on the outside. It was on a passenger side, and inside the car there were just papers and everything strewn all throughout the car. So I knew that somebody broke into the car. So I looked around and I did not see a thing. There was another car parked on the other side of me, on my passenger side. The windows were down, I think, but there was no one there. And I looked around just to see if I saw anyone coming that direction. I didn't. And mind you, it was broad daylight, guys. It was about it was around 6 o'clock. And so, but prior to that, I was in my car. I took my wallet out of my purse, and I started just to take the entire wallet with me. But then I was like, well, no, 'cause I'm just going to the ATM. So I took my bank card and I put my wallet back into my purse, and I put my purse up under the seat. Now this is all on the back seat and the passenger side, and right above it was my niece's car seat. So I pushed it like under there. But I also had my makeup bag, and it was actually on the front seat, and I moved it and I just sat it on top of my purse in the back seat. Okay, so fast forward. Now I'm walking into the bank, and I'm walking these, you know, it was like people coming in and out of the bank into the parking lot. Nothing looked suspicious, but I kept looking back to see if I saw anyone coming in that direction. So when I go into the bank, the manager is about to close up because it's 6 o'clock, and I tell her about what happened, what I saw in the parking lot, and I'm pointing and showing her my car or whatever. And in the meantime, I am making my transaction at the ATM. I still look back towards the direction of my car, and I'm like parked at like lanes, like stalls, maybe like 6 or 7. Still looking at my car, get my money. I have my money in my hand and my card in my hand. And so I walk back to my car, and I'm looking at the other car. I get into my car, and I reach for my purse, and my purse is gone. And then I look up and I see my back window is gone. Guys, if I tell you that I was livid, I was mad, I was freaking furious because I could not believe that in that short amount of time someone broke into my car. They shattered the glass, and the way they did it, there was no, the way that it had to be shattered, they had to have some type of device that sucks the oxygen out of the glass, and it shatters it, and they pushed it through. There was no one hitting on my window. You people would have heard it. They would have, if they would have used something to break into the car. All the people walking around, it would have been very, very noticeable. None of that would have happened. And like I said, from the time that it took me to walk from my car, those 5 parking spaces up, to go into the bank, facing the outdoor window, looking towards the direction of my car, talking and looking and pointing, making my transaction, put my information in, looking back, getting my money, press exit, and walk back out. It was gone. Not only did they take my purse, they took my work bag with all of my files and everything in there. I had it was like everything. I normally don't walk around with my social security card. I've stopped that a long time ago, but I had to send some documents to my mortgage company, so my social security card was in there, my marriage certificate was in there. It was like everything. So immediately I went back into the bank and I told the manager what had happened, and she was like, how? We was just out there. And I was like, yes, I know. So I closed my bank account immediately because I had checks in my purse. So to make a long story short, the police came and, you know, took a report. I know I will never see my things again, but that's not important to me because I've gotten them all back. The only thing that they got out of this issue right now is they got a nice purse and a real nice wallet. That's it. I closed all of my accounts. I had my bank card with me, and yeah, I don't carry cash, so they get no money. But you know, but it cost me $436 to get my window fixed, and I thank God for my dad. You know, he was like, don't worry about the window. I got the window. That was fixed. I had to go get a new license. That was $5. So that was $5. I had to go get a new social security card, my work ID. It was just so many things. I couldn't get a social security card because I didn't have my work ID. My work ID was in my wallet. It was in my bag. And I couldn't provide a marriage certificate because that was in my work bag. I mean, it was just really, really frustrating. But at the end, God took care of me, and I was able to get, like I said, everything that I lost, I got it back. Now, I'm sharing this story with you guys because I felt like my defenses were down. I felt like my area was safe. Nothing ever happens around there. And the first thing people always say is nothing ever happens around here, and then you become a victim. I don't want you guys to become a victim. I don't consider myself a victim. This was just a learning experience and God pulling my coattail. And I want to pull your coattail, guys, because the holiday seasons are coming up, and we're so fixated on going, taking care of our homes, our families, doing the things that we have to do. You know, we're always thinking about the next place. We haven't even gotten to our first destination without us thinking about our second destination. And I want you guys to be aware. I want you to be aware of where you are, and don't take for granted that nothing ever happens in your area. It will not happen to you. And I got a call from the detective yesterday, and he was asking me some other questions because at the Longhorns down the street, a similar incident happened, but I think they actually saw the people, and he said it was a group of them. They work in groups, and okay, so they work in groups, and that it could have been a whole lot better. I mean, a whole lot worse. The outcome for me could have been a whole lot worse. My niece could have been in the car. My daughter could have been in the car. It was anything. And for them to do this in broad daylight with people walking around, they are very, very bold. And so he was like, it was just a blessing that it happened that way. And so, like I said, the holidays are coming up, guys, and I really want you guys to be careful out there. If you're like me, you know, I always went out alone for Black Friday. A couple of years ago, like in California, I would go out with my sister-in-laws or whatever, if I could drag my sister out. A couple of years I went out with my cousins, but majority of the time I go out by myself. And so since they've changed the timing of it, you know, for it to be kind of early, I complained about it because I didn't like it. It kind of interrupted with my holiday, and I love better, you know, going to see the lighting of the tree and then going to sleep for about an hour or two and getting up about 2 o'clock and go and stand in line for 3 o'clock in the morning. And I used to do all of that by myself. But I just want everyone to be careful out there. Be careful during the upcoming holidays. We're decorating our houses and people are watching you. Whoever broke into my car and the lady's car, she came out and she was actually in the nail salon right next to the bank. And she came out, they watched her. And that's what pissed me off, is because they sat there, they watched me, and I was their prey. When they broke into her car, I don't know when that happened, but when I pulled up next to her, I was the next target. They must have saw me when I leaned back. They saw something, and that let them know, oh yeah, you're gonna be next. So guys, I don't want you to become a target. You know, and when all this happened, when I went back to work, all of my coworkers did the same thing I did. When they go to the bank, they don't take their purses. I even had a couple of coworkers say they leave it on the front seat. I put mine in the back seat, up underneath the seat. You know, and they tell you all the time, don't leave your purse out in plain view. Don't do that, guys, because my worst case scenario could have been I was so fixated on the car next to me and its damage and got in the car and somebody else could have been sitting in my back seat. That terrifies me. It terrifies me, because that could have been a possibility. Because even when I got into the car, I did not look back. I reached down for my purse. And when it wasn't there, I looked up. So guys, I just wanted to share this experience with you. I'm all right. I'm still smiling. Everything, like I said, they got a nice purse and a nice wallet, and that's it. I'm still smiling. God has restored everything that I had, plus some, and so I'm all right. But I will say that I will be more cautious when I'm going out, and you know, I feel, like I said, I feel like I was preyed upon, and I never felt like that before. But in the end, I'm gonna be all right, and I want to make sure that you're okay also. So guys, I'm gonna end this right now because you know, I don't want it to be sad, but I just want to let you guys know what my experience was, what happened to me. And that video, that was in my purse because I was going back home and I was going to try to upload it. And I uploaded what I did because I wanted you to see at least part of it. But she had created this bar cart area on this bar cart, and it was beautiful. And when she finished, the part that where the video cut off is when she placed the throw on the back of the sofa. But then she put up this real beautiful mosaic vase on the table behind, and then she put this foliage in the vase, and then she put some starry lights along the table, the sofa table in the back, and she had this bowl that had some mosaic balls in there. When she finished, that whole area looked entirely different. And then she moved over to the bar cart, because bar cart styling has like really taken off, and she showcased how to set up your bar cart, and that's the part that I really wanted you guys to see. But the entire demonstration was really nice, but you still got to see some awesome things that they have at Pier Imports. So I just wanted to share that with you. I hate that all of the footage did not download the first time, and I was not allowed the opportunity to correct it, but I just wanted to make sure that I did share, you know, at least a little bit of that harvest party with you guys. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. I'm not even gonna ask you if you like this video, but if you are going to be more mindful of your environment, regardless of how safe you believe you are, give me a thumbs up, guys. That's all I have to say. I love you guys, my new subscribers, my old subscribers. Thank you so much for your support. I am really gone now. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.